Jacksonville! All right. Would you please welcome Molly Hatchet?
Keith, on this episode of The Gatekeeper, what I thought we would maybe do is fast forward a little bit in time. 2021, the Rolling Stones are just finishing up their No Filters tour. But in 1981, Molly Hatchet opens for the Rolling Stones at the Carrier Dome in Syracuse, New York. And in true Molly Hatchet fashion, things happen. How does a band like Molly Hatchet get on a Rolling Stones tour? I mean, that'd be huge for the boys.
We were actually supposed to be off that weekend, and Molly Hatchet's going out headlining. We're selling out shows. You know, Molly Hatchet's basically hit the big time. About 2.5 weeks before the Thanksgiving weekend, we were notified going to open for the Rolling Stones in Syracuse, New York at the Carrier Dome for 2 nights.
Tell me about how the band is feeling as they're on the plane coming up from Jacksonville.
We leave about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. We stop in Lynchburg, Virginia. And from there, we carry on to Syracuse, to the airport up there, and getting ready to play with the Rolling Stones that night.
The band finally lands in Syracuse. They go to the Carrier Dome, and they go through their sound check.
Everybody wanted to go to the Carrier Dome to check things out. I start doing my duties, being the road manager. The band's okay. They're watching the Stones do their thing. And, you know, find out where the dressing room is, the production office, just the main things that you need to know being the road manager for, you know, a large rock and roll band like Molly Hatchet.
This is great, but as in true Molly Hatchet fashion, things kind of unravel.
Ron, they start to unravel the minute we started putting our set list on the stage. The Rolling Stones crew noticed that there's a particular song in there that is their song. And they inform their people, the band, that All Over Now is on the set list.
Okay, it's on the set list, and I don't mean to laugh, but so what? So what? Does the Stones tell them that they can't play it, or what?
The Rolling Stones, they're the headliners. It's their way or the highway. And they informed me, upper management was informed that Molly Hatchet could not play All Over Now, period.
I think I can kind of understand that. I mean, that's a huge song for the Stones. And it really doesn't sound like it's any big deal. I mean, okay, so they just changed one of the songs. Just one little bitty song. That's not really what happens, is it, Keith? Tell us.
You know, at the time, Molly Hatchet, to them, is bigger than life, okay? Well, in the dressing room before the band goes on stage, they were warned one more time, don't play it. Don't play All Over Now. And it was decided by one of the members in the band that the song would be played.
So Molly Hatchet plays the song. I mean, you got to think, I mean, that's either balls or stupidity.
Half a ball and more stupidity.
Molly Hatchet defies the wishes of the world's greatest rock and roll band, the Rolling Stones. They get off stage. Stones are they cannot be happy. What happens back in the dressing room?
Molly Hatchet comes on. They're informed that the Rolling Stones, the biggest rock and roll band in the world, basically has told the band they are not happy with what is going on and what has happened. Not only that, it's starting to get personal. People are using the F-bomb and pointing fingers at certain people in the organization. The decision was made by the Stones that Molly Hatchet was not going to play the second show.
So Keith, the drama of being thrown off a Rolling Stones tour, it's got to be pretty big.
And the tensions are building. There's more tension building. It's building and building and building.
They say we're going to have a meeting of the minds or something.
And all I can say is, Ron, stand by for the second part of the episode of Molly Hatchet playing with the Rolling Stones in the Carrier Dome from Studio 1J for the next episode of The Gatekeeper.